Hello and welcome back to Erlengrad. This is our survival challenge series, focusing on taking my character from £5 in the pocket to farmer and landowner. In the last episode, very exciting, we finally purchased our own piece of land. If we look at the map, it is just this green area, this highlighted area here. It's a lovely piece of land. We can do lots of mowing here, and then potentially turn that into an arable field eventually. But for the moment, we have grassland. The next challenge or focus that we need to be looking towards next is getting a tractor with a mower attachment, and probably initially, unless we can find a fairly cheap baler, using a loading wagon and selling some grass. That is probably going to be the way forward. To get to this point, however, we are going to need to buy a tractor and do some contracts. So we've got currently in the bank £2,046. If we go into the store, I'll just show you what I've got my mind on for the tractor. Most of the mowers, or the cheaper mowers, only require about 40 horsepower or 45 horsepower. So looking into the mods here, I had my eye set on potentially one of these Fence, one of the old Fence. The Fiat there, which is 65 horsepower. Or, where was it? The Lizard, which is a mod that's come out in the last, I think, couple of weeks. Haven't actually experimented or used this at all yet, but £8,000, we wouldn't have to earn that much to purchase that tractor, as we've already got 2,046 in the bank, and so we need 8,000 for that. Mower wise, I'm thinking of the Alpine farming pack mowers, maybe the Pottinger here. It's 2.6 meters. It's the same price as the one here, the SEP, and it can go slightly faster as well. Requires 45 horsepower, but that tractor we were just looking at would cut that, I think, quite happily. Where was it? Not the Fiat, the Lizard. Yeah, 45 horsepower, that would be fine. So we're looking at 12,000, so 20,000 to get us the mower and the tractor. And then we will need a trailer to pick up as well. So let's have a look at loading wagons. Not the cheapest in the world, are they? Probably have to go with something like this. 12,000 litre capacity. It does require 70 horsepower, but just to get us going, we might be able to attach that to the tractor, the Lizard tractor, and maybe pick some grass up. But anyways, let's get cracking on. We know what we've got to work towards now. We did loads and loads of contracts in the last episode. We're almost past that point now of not having to do contracts, but we're not quite there yet. So perhaps we'll start with the baling contract first and go from there. So let's borrow the items. Okay, field number 1 we've got to go to, which is right up here. This one here in the far corner, field number 1. Okay, let's head over to the store then. Start up that tractor. Let's attach these mowers. If only it was simple as being able to use this borrowed equipment for the job that we're doing and mow our land with it, but it won't allow us to, unfortunately. Okay, so let's take this. So the first job we've got to do is mow this land. Okay, off we go. Round this way. I always seem to take a left out of the store here. I mean, it's going back on myself. I should really take a right, come down to the roundabout and then take a left, but there we are. It's one of those things. Okay. Nice little nippy New Holland here. Oh, it's not New Holland, it's a Valtra. The blue threw me off. Should know better. Okay, so that's our field there. to the right, just over that way. Lots of hilled areas there with some incline, but we can make that work. We'll figure a way out of dealing with that. Okay. Another beautiful day here in Erlengrad. Beautiful mountains in the background. Okay, we're almost there. As I explained from episode 1, really, this isn't going to be the shortest of series, but I hope you enjoy watching it, and you know, it's going to be sort of one of those journeys we'll hopefully go on together and finally get to that point where we've got a fully functioning farm. We're making loads of money from it. Oh, I've gone past the field, haven't I? Only just. We'll take a little shortcut. We'll head up through the train grain drop here. Cut through the other side. I only discovered that this was here the other day when I had a contract on this field. There's field number 2. Let's go across field number 2. Bit naughty, I know. Okay, this should be a nice, simple field, hopefully, to mow. So this bit here. This is field number 1. So let's lower down the mowers. Okay, lovely. We'll lower that down. Lower the front mower down. Turn those on. Oh, there we are. Back it up a bit, as far as we can go. Reverse mowing here. Right. Okay. Something really sort of therapeutic and satisfying about mowing, isn't there? I find it really therapeutic. That and harvesting, they both sort of feel very relaxing sort of jobs to do around the farm. Excellent. Getting all that grass cut. Okay. Right, we'll time lapse the rest of this and speed up a bit because we've got quite a few contracts to do again on this episode, and we should be good to go on our own.
Warm hands, but there's something cold in the way you are. The things you said had me going good, but it left a scar. You invite me and then you turn me down. Get my hopes up and then you're gone. I fall for every word that you say to me. So hard, being drawn to you so easily. I am stuck in a loop of chemicals. What's the point? Never call me, and then I see you on the street. Said your heart just skipped a beat, and that you miss me. It's always the same story with you, but I just cannot refuse you. I'm sad after this time that I'm out, that you leave me with this rush. Why am I so curious? So curious, so curious. So curious, so curious. You're
so that is the end of that contract. We should get a little bit of extra money for these bales that aren't needed for the contract too. Probably not an awful lot, but let's see. Drop those in there. Oh, very nice. 3,749. Not bad at all. Right, let's collect on this contract then. So, this is very exciting. So £5,343. Let's collect that. We've got enough for our tractor. That's really exciting. Right, okay. Let's have a look through some other contracts. I'm not going to buy the tractor just yet. I'd like to get the tractor, the mower, and the transporter for the grass as well at the same time if we can. So we've got a little way to go. So I was thinking maybe it's time to do this £16,000 harvesting contract for sugar beet in field 16. That will give us a really good amount of money. So let's take that. Let's borrow those items. Head over to the store. Oops, that's the train. The Panther 2. Nice. And we'll get this started.
Raise the flag, fire will fire, send out a flare to find, give me a reason, I'm gonna send a sign, calling you over, calling you to my life. We're up and away, we're around the world together, so off and away, come again, it's now or never, we're going away. You never know what we will find behind the line. Find behind the line. If you believe in love, give me a feeling. If you believe in me, hold me and let me in. If you are ready, I'm gonna reach you. I've got a feeling you're gonna reach me too. We're up and away, we're around the world together, so off and away, come again, it's now or never, we're going away. You never know what we will find behind the line, behind the line, behind the line. We're up and away, we're around the world together, so off and away, come again, it's now or never, we're going away. You never know what we will find behind the line, behind the line.
Okay, so we finished that last contract for the sugar beet harvesting, and we've now got £31,981 in our bank. The nice thing about that contract is what I tried to do was to send a couple of train loads of the harvested sugar beet through to the Felsbrunn grain mill to see how much it would require for us to complete the contract. And it turned out actually I still had a little bit of sugar beet left over to sell after I'd completed the contract, which is brilliant. So it's put us on 31,981. Now, I have been having a little think about what to buy. Now, I'm sticking with, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, the Lizard tractor, which we're going to get in a moment. I also want to get a Pottinger mower as well to attach to it. Again, the one I showed you at the beginning of the episode, which required 45 horsepower to run, which is exactly what the tractor has, so that should be okay. Although we are on a hill, it should, fingers crossed, work. And a slight change of plan with loading wagon. I've been having a look at a few little mods in between the last contract and now, and I've actually found some really good sort of starting mods, nice and cheap, very basic equipment, but will give us the opportunity to potentially mow this land, try and get some money from the grassland here, to be able to eventually upgrade the equipment. But the lovely thing is that we shouldn't need to do any more contracts now. So it's taken us a few episodes, but we're at a point now where we're going to work on our own land, and this is where we're standing right now. So let's have a look at the store. Let's head over to the store. Let's just do a quick jump over. There we are. We're here at the store. Okay, so let's pop into the shop. And we're going to look at, first of all, getting our tractor. So it's in small tractors here. We're going to go along till we find the Lizard, which is just here, £8,000. We're not going to modify it at all. We can add a front loader attacher if we wanted to, but we're trying to keep costs down right now, and I don't think until we start doing the silage, which won't be too far away, I don't think, we don't necessarily need the front loader attacher. It is an extra £1,500 as well. I think for now, we can always come back and upgrade it later on, so we'll stick with the basic model. So let's get that bought. Here we go. Tractor purchased. Fantastic. Right, next thing was the mower. We're going to need the mower. So, into mowers. And it was the Pottinger Nova Alpine, Nova Alpine 261, which is £12,000. Requires 45 horsepower, which is great. Top speed of 13 miles an hour during usage. That won't be uphill, but that's fine. And a 2.6 metre wide cutting width, so won't be the quickest cut in the world, but it's going to get us somewhere. So let's get that purchased. There's no options here at all to modify, which is fine, so we'll get that bought. Next thing then is a loading wagon to load the grass up. So into loading wagons, and we're going to use a Pottinger one again. This one here, the LW15, which is a modded trailer, but £675, gives us a £15,000. Sorry, completely wrong. 15,000 litre capacity, which is loads, and total speed of 9 miles an hour, which again isn't really fast, and it certainly won't be that fast uphill either. But we can try and get that working for us, and only requires 40 horsepower here, and our tractor's more powerful than that slightly anyway, so that should be fine. So let's get that purchased. Now we do want to unfold this to give it the full capacity. We're going to either have 11,000 capacity or 15,000 capacity. Being that this is a mod, it's not actually costing us on this particular one to unfold it, so that's fine. We'll leave it as is and we'll purchase that. Lovely. Now we might also need a windrower just to row up this grass, make it a little bit easier to collect. So let's have a look in windrowers, and I think there was a fairly cheap windrower. Was it this one? £3,000. £3,000. That might be okay. I've never used it. The Windrow King by Agramatax, but we'll give it a go. Let's buy that. If it's rubbish, we'll return it and buy something else. So we've still got £8,306 currently in the bank, and we've bought all of this equipment. We're getting somewhere finally. We've got the windrower here. We've got our loading wagon, our Pottinger loading wagon, the LW15. We've got our Pottinger Nova Alpine 261, the mower, and we've got our Lizard here, which, look at that, it's our first little tractor. Fantastic. So let's do this. Let's jump in. Let's get that engine started. Beautiful. Now, we've got to remember this Lizard tractor does not have a front connection. So, we have to connect it to the back of the tractor. That's fine, just do a few little turns here. Not the biggest wheel lock in the world here on this tractor, but that's fine. Okay, let's connect the mower up. So let's take that over first. Right, we'll start cutting this grass. Try and avoid the rock here. Let's get this mower unfolded. Lower it down. Turn it on. And let's see how we go. Off we go. Look at that. Wow, that's actually pretty quick. Blimey. Very quick.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, both speeding, my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna face it, cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension, move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have with no regret. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have with no regret. Let's live life without regrets. Girl, put your faith in me, even though we just met. Let's forget about a curfew, cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, both speeding, my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna face it, cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension, move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have with no regret.
What I've actually been thinking as I've been going around this field is that this whole area up here, this higher up level, would be a great place to plough in a field, an arable field, because we've got the road right there for transport. It's nice and flat. It's fairly flat. It's not too bad. Not really on a hill like some of the areas further down were. And it would be a really nice start. So I think what I might do is just finish doing this little bit of area here of grass. We'll row this, collect it and get rid of that. We'll sell that grass. And then maybe we can look at getting a cheaper plough and a seeder and maybe putting something in the ground here. So yeah, I just thought, just as it was in my mind, I thought I'd let you guys know before I continue, in case you think, why is he not doing the whole field? There's a lot of grass here, we've got a lot to collect already, so we'll do the small bit and then we'll go and get the windrower and plod them from there.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand.
So you can get a really good idea now of this area that I'm going to use as the field, as the arable field. I'm going to plough that through. I'm going to have to go and collect the windrower next, pick up this grass with the loading wagon, get that out of the way for the moment, and then we've got the boundary of the field here. You can sort of see it runs all the way up almost to that tree line and then around the corner. It's trying to keep fairly flat here. A fair size. I think we'll make a some good headway here. So let's head back to the store. I'm going to leave the mower up here. We haven't got any sheds or anything yet, but we'll get there. So let's turn off the mower, lift that up, fold it up, pop it over to the side just for the moment. Maybe just over here for the time being. Out the way by the tree. There we go, drop that there. And we'll head over to the store, pick up the windrower and get this road.
You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause
Okay, so as it turns out, this windrower is designed to be attached to the front of a tractor. If you drive it this way, nothing happens. If you drive it backwards, it windrows. Now, although this can go fairly fast backwards, I don't know if I can maybe reverse this all the way around. Oh, I suppose I could do it. Okay, this is proving to be a bit too confusing and difficult, so I'm going to return this windrower and see if I can get one that I can load onto the back and use normally. So I'll see you back at the shop. Okay, so let's return this one. Let's get this sold. Let's just drop it in the little sell point here. There we are. Pop this out the way. Jump out the tractor. Okay, we'll repair it quickly. I don't need to repair it, that's fine. And we'll get that sold. Okay, so let's have a look back in the store and find a different windrower. Yeah, okay, let's buy that one. Okay, so let's jump back in the tractor. Okay, engine's already running. And let's pick this up.
Somewhere deep in my mind, see the barbed wire. The place is grown all wide, 'cause I don't know if it'll be enough, or if they really care. There's a stairway down for the both of us, but let's not go there. You got me thinking.
Okay, so it would seem that we've got an awful lot of grass here. A lot of this already rode up to be collected, and I've already got one full loading wagon, 15,000 litres of grass, and I don't know whether to maybe look at building a silage pit. Let's just have a quick look in the store. I think it's under silos. Yeah, so I've only got £5,000. Is there a way we could do this? Even the smallest modded bunker I've got is £8,000. Oh, 7,000. Right, okay, let's have a look and see where I can sell some grass. Let's have a look here. Grass. It's not worth an awful lot, £79 a litre at the barn. But that's £79 times 15, so it'll all add up. I've got a lot of grass here, so it's going to take a while, but that's fine. That's fine. Might as well get rid of it. And shame we can't afford a baler, but that could be very nice for making some silage bales, make us an awful lot more money. But alas, haven't got the money right now, so we'll take this to the barn, try and get it sold. I don't think the barn's too far away actually from here, which is good, and see how much money we make from all this.
I think we better run. We ought to leave this place tonight. I'm telling you.
Oh, not too bad. £1,199 for that load. If we could maybe do a couple more loads, I might be able to actually afford to build that silage pit, and then we can actually just offload this grass in there, which will save us the trips back and forth, and it'll be worth a hell of a lot more once we've fermented it. So, back to the field, collecting some more grass, and then a couple more trips to be able to afford that silage pit.
Cause I don't know if it'll be enough, or if there's a way out. There's a stairway down for the both of us, but I won't have it. You got me thinking, whoa, I don't know how we got here. Oh my, I think we better run. We ought to leave this place tonight. I'm telling you. Pack up your suitcase, we'll find a new place.
Okay, so we've dropped the second load back to the barn, and got slightly more money than the first load, but only by about £3, just due to the inflation of the barn there. I'm thinking this small silage pit, this area over here might be quite nice. Seems fairly flat, which is good for a silage pit. Won't take up too much room here. So let's have a look. I'm looking at this one here, small silage silo. And if we were to place that, a bit hard to see, but try and rotate that round. It wants to go on an angle there. Perhaps just maybe there. Yeah, that will do. Okay, so we've got our little silage pit, albeit at a very odd angle here, but you know, that will do. So we can offload our grass in here and make some silage. And if we look at the price of silage, it's a lot more than just the grass. We're looking here at £382 per litre versus the £80 per litre for grass at the moment. So not bad. Oh, sorry, per litre per 1,000 litres. What am I on about? Yes, so it's definitely worth us doing that. Getting about nearly 4 times the amount there up, or over 4 times the amount actually. I think it's about nearly 5 times the amount that grass is worth. So fantastic. We haven't got the biogas plant yet either. So once we get that, it should be worth a little bit more. But for the moment we can sell to the barn. That's fine. I think that's a really good place to finish up today's episode. We've done a lot today. Finally bought some equipment of our own on our lovely piece of our own land. We've got a silage pit now. We've mowed a large amount of grass. We've got a plan in place to plough that once we've collected that grass, and turn that into our first arable field, which means once the silage is ready and we've sold some of that, we can then afford maybe to buy our plough and our seeder, which is really exciting. So thanks so much for joining me today. Thanks for sticking with me. It's been a bit of a journey to here, but we're finally getting moving on our own land and our own equipment now, which is really, really exciting. So thank you very much. If you did like this episode, give us a thumbs up, a little like there. That would be really appreciated. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't forget any future episodes that are released. Until next time, have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon.